patient's face. I think one time I was on a shooting call, and a well-meaning police officer actually had her pocket mask with her, and she was down here delivering ventilations and kind of blowing blood out of the hole that had been shot into his neck. After that point, if I wasn't already convinced, I was about 1,000% convinced I would never use a pocket mask. But there's one thing that the pocket mask does better than just one person with a CE grip. If you're going to use the pocket mask, you're going to use two hands. This seal is so much better. Like, you can get so much more secure. But you can't do that when you're one person, right? So, do the best you can using your CE grip with one rescuer. But if you've got the resources, consider using the two-person BB unit. Bree, hop up here for a second. Let's try that. Here, we'll use this. So, make sure everything's open. Two hands on there. Yeah. But you get so much of a better seal with that two-handed grip. Like, if you got the personnel, and if you're running a CPR, hopefully you got about 8 people in there crammed into the room. Like, why not consider putting 2 people to manage the DV? So, I want to see y'all play with that with your CPRs. All right, so let's see. Shall we put it all together here?
Yeah.
All right. So Spotify helped me out when they created the playlist of the random songs that are at the tempo of at least 100 120 beats a minute. So just to keep this entertaining, let's have a little music going in the background while we do this to see if we can match the tempo. Feel free to clap along if you want to. Cool. What? Here, we're gonna go high tech here. There we go. A little bit more bass to it. All right, so you go up. Yeah. Say, hey, you okay? No response. I'm going to check for pulse and breathing. I don't see either. You're right to chest compression. Man, I wish I could just bring y'all with me whenever I'm It's a lot more motivating. No. All right, so real quick, let's go over a little bit of team CPR. This is straight from the American Heart Association. Sort of just like a little map of how they like for a team CPR layout. To have it like it's sort of minimum efficiency, you want 4 people. You're going to want, what's this one? Compressor. What you got up here? Airway. Which is logical spot because right up here at the top of the head. You can easily manage the BVM. And then over here, this is the AED guy, and the next guy on deck to rotate him. And then if you're the team leader, you're really not trying to get in on the CPR compressions. Why is that? Right, you're going to have to delegate. It's hard to delegate when you're pounding away doing 30 and 2 or trying to get your 100 to 120 compressions. So if you're the team leader, you do have to kind of remove yourself a little bit from the patient. You can also add in a timekeeper, or that can be another function of the team leader. But if you're the team leader, you want to make sure that you have a fresh compressor rotating in every 2 minutes. So why do you want to rotate compressors? This is why. This is different studies. This is about 5 different studies done of, if one person continues doing CPR, over here, this is the percentage of effective compressions. So like up here is like 100% basically. Down here is the duration of CPR. So, if you've been doing CPR for 2 minutes, I mean, look at, you kind of get a lot of variance between the effectiveness of the compressions. But overall, the longer you stay on the chest as one person, where's your effectiveness go? Down. That's why they put so much emphasis on rotating compressors. Here's just another one. I thought this in particular was interesting. This was a study done with people standing on the CPR stool in the hospital. And so, again, rotating compressors, that's probably an issue. But what do you think is another issue standing on the stool? Try not to fall over. Balance issues. Some people, you got to watch out if you're standing on that stool to make sure that you got your weight over the patient and not trying to balance yourself, just using your, arms and shoulders. I thought that might have been an issue as well. All right, but to sum up our takeaways, remember why you're doing this. You want to save some of those 350,000 people. You want to deliver high-quality chest compressions with minimal interruption. You want to secure the airway with an adjunct and make sure you got your proper positioning. You want to consider using that 2-person BVM technique. I really like that seal. That's a nice tight seal. And try using the team CPR rotating compressors. You get a lot more effectiveness. All right. If you need some references, I got them for you. But otherwise, thank you.